Kendra, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I got a bit solely and reloaded up today, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. All right, today's the last day of the second Sea Guide Tang Sand event, so definitely make sure that you're inside the Soul Master sale. Make sure that you do get all this stuff. It's really all pretty good stuff in terms of just, simple materials, as well as the actual 20 shards that you want to get for Tang Sand to take you up to 110. This will enable you to purchase the chest that comes out here in a few weeks inside of the Woo event, and you'll be able to get the final 20 shards to actually summon up Tang Sand. So that ought to be pretty good. We also got a time limited event last day up as well for the Awakening event, so make sure that you do snatch up whatever you want in here. I just went ahead and got some more of the actual Deep Sea Silver, and there's also the chest event. You might want to at least get the Deep Sea Silver inside of there as well. All that, they don't offer very much, often anymore. It used to be a pretty common item. They would have Awakening events quite frequently, but now they've got so much content into inside the game that they just there's so much other stuff that they have to keep up with too, that they can't quite have the Awakening event as as often as you would like to, with the soul bones and everything. So it takes a little while to get it. So whenever one does come up, you want to snatch it up. I do have enough in there now. I'll have enough to take to do the final. I'm a little bit short on tickets, but you need 16,500 tickets to purchase 3 of the Awakening weapons for the SS Plus characters. So as you can see, I'm about 4,000 short of that, but I'll be able to get that as well. And then I'll be able to do a full Awakening on whichever character I decide at this point. Most likely just probably got to do it on Tang Sand. I'm hearing both him and Wu are both pretty powerful. So, but for Tang Sand comes up, go ahead and do it, because I do need to do one for my actual Soul Force Trials to continue racking that up. So, we'll do that. As for that, I got it to 98, so I did manage to knock out the story mode for that. So we'll be able to start taking some people up to +4 in terms of that. I'm going to wait till after Tang Sand to start doing that, because I want to make sure that I do have enough mats for him. But I could start taking up, I've already got some +4 items. And I've got the mats to do this right now, I believe. Yeah, I do. But like I say, I'm going to hold off on that. Because I really can't do it until 99, all the pieces. I'll be able to do one more piece, but I won't be able to do the other piece until that. So, but I'll be able to start taking up some of the pieces to +4. And then we can do the breakthrough, of course, to +4 as well as it rolls around. But that's all for something to do in the next week. Keep focusing on the anime event. You should have completed it by now. It was interesting. It did match the anime, so it was fun. Pick up some little bit rewards. I would have liked it better if the reward had been an SS or an SS Plus skin instead of just the S skin, because not really something that veteran players are using very often. Most veteran players you can get away from S characters in the main team. Probably within a month or 2 of playing, you should have enough to get at least 3 or 4 SS out there. And start utilizing them. You will, of course, utilize S in your support teams for quite some time. I still actually have one in my support team as well. That'll be taken out here probably by the time Wu hits. We'll have enough characters to actually fill out all of the support teams with SS and SS Plus characters, and then of course we can just start rolling in the triple S, which will be out here. In the next 6 weeks or so, 8 weeks actually, 2 more weeks, first Woo event, another 2 weeks, the second Woo event, and then introduction of the SS characters. I assume they'll be rolled out similar to what they're doing for the SS Plus, as we've said before. So I guess the last Woo event will be a new event for the new, Dai, who's going to be our triple S, our first triple S character. And should see the remaining shards for Wu. They might do something different. We'll have to see. But so far, everything seems to be paralleling a China server with a global server, so we'll just have to see. But other than that, there isn't too much going on. But I did want you to make sure you do this today, because today is the last day. This closes out. Once this closes out, you will not be able to get any more shards for him until the Wu event, which is going to be in a couple of weeks. And you're only going to get 20. Okay, so if you don't get these, even if you get the 20, I expect you won't have enough to actually summon him. You'll have to actually spend money to get the remaining shards if you want them. So definitely make sure that you do get this. I went ahead and purchased everything in here because it was all useful to me. It had some use. So especially these, these are going to be used, to bring Tang's head up. This I'm continuing to focus on the divine skills for the SS characters, and then this right here is of course just 20 shards that we can use, divine skill on some of the SS pluses. Divine skills make the SS pluses extremely more powerful. Just one unlock on a divine skill level, and you get a huge boost in damage and survivability. So it's definitely something that you want to try to go ahead and get. But it does take a lot of shards, and it's it's a 4-tiered effect. You have to go through 20 here or 12 here, and then 12 here or 12 here, 12, and do that like 4 or 5 times before you actually succeed in divine it. Then it goes to the second level, the second star, but then that's like 20 shards. So the shards increase each time, but it does give you a pretty big boost. So you need to be a little bit, we don't get quite enough shards, but I assume once we start getting the triple S characters, we'll start to see probably a little bit more options to get our hands on SS plus shards, since they will be the same with, SS shards became more prevalent once we got the SS plus characters introduced. So now I'm assuming that once the triple S characters are introduced, the SS plus shards will be a little bit more prevalent. That'll allow us to to go through the divine skills fairly regularly, but we'll have to see. So I assume there'll be some changes in terms of shop supplies and whatnot when they come out the triple S to make everything that's SS and SS plus a little bit more obtainable. And then you just have to worry event specifics to get triple S shards for those. I'm not sure when. But I assume that they will in the future sometimes start entering triple S items. But we'll just have to wait and see. Don't know of anything released as of yet, but it is good. So definitely make sure that you do get the Soul Master Sale shards from this event, as it does in today. All right, so again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll see that bell. Click on it, you get notified each time I drop a video. Also remember to like, share the video, as it does help the channel immensely. Kendrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.